Nintendo. That's how you felt this whole time? What is up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and it is right now 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I literally just finished watching the Nintendo Switch Direct. Okay, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And oh my goodness. Nintendo just destroyed the competition. Let's get into it, okay? We're just skipping intros, we're skipping everything right now. We're just talking Nintendo Switch 2. So how are they going to start this direct off? Obviously with Mario Kart. And they just show us Mario Kart. I mean, it's called Mario Kart World. It's not Mario Kart 9. And I'm okay with that, you know? A lot of people were thinking it was going to be Mario Kart 10 because some people think that Tour is Mario Kart 9. That's not a real Mario Kart game. This is the true Mario Kart 9, and it's called Mario Kart World. And this game just has so much to see. I mean, there's so much to it. There's a free roam world, like there's a place where you can basically get together with your friends and play Mario Kart online. Like, there's just so much to this game. It's not just tracks. It's not just online play. Literally insane how good this game looks too. I mean, Mario Kart 8 has been a spectacle since it was released. It's looked that good, and now this is no different. This game looks amazing. If it feels like I'm going fast, it's because I don't want this video to be a 20-minute long video, but I just want to give snippets and talk about all of the things that I think are the best that was showed in this direct. So while they were showing off all of the awesome new features when it comes to Mario Kart 9 or World, they also showed off the C button, and what I thought was just a capture button is not at all what it is. It's literally a chat button. So we have fully integrated chat into the Switch 2 now. So you hit that button and basically it's like it takes you to this menu where you can set up the chat, and you can chat with up to 4 people, I think. Like, it looks a little finicky. You know, it looks like it needs a little help, okay? It doesn't look perfect, but, you know, I'm pretty sure Nintendo's going to get it down and it's going to fix it. And honestly, this just kind of reminds me of, like, the Wii U's chat, virtual calls that you could do, like the video calls and stuff like that. It just kind of reminds me of that, so that's really awesome, and I think this is a really cool feature. It is going to be even better. I know for a fact they're just going to roll it out and make it better and better. So I can't wait when they start really amping this thing up and really making it useful. Also, if I'm talking quiet, it's because it's 6 in the morning. I mean, come on. Think I want to wake up my wife and kids? Give me a break here. Now, it looks like they are also releasing a Switch 2 camera, which is a thing. It's a thing. It's an accessory. That's about all I have to say about that. See ya. Now, there will also be Game Share, and Game Share essentially is kind of sort of like how the DS download used to work. So you'll be able to have a single game that can be played on multiple consoles without those multiple consoles having the game itself. This was one of the best things when it comes to the DS and the 3DS era, and I honestly couldn't believe that they got rid of that for the Switch. I mean, I get it, you know, because they want everyone to buy the game, but it was just so useful. Even if it was just a light version of it, you know, like whenever you did it with Mario Kart, you could only play as a shy guy if you didn't have the game. And I was alright with that, you know, it wasn't as fun as having actual characters, but, you know, that's a good compromise. So it is always welcome to see this come back to the Switch 2. Now, it looks like they are making a game called Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is essentially a game that teaches you about the Switch 2. I don't really know how I feel about this. I mean, it seems like a cool game, but then at the very end, they kind of mentioned the fact that you have to pay for it. So that's kind of where I was like, I don't know about this one. Now, we did get some information on Switch cards, and it looks like the big difference is going to be a color. So the Switch 2 cards are going to be red. And apparently they have better write speeds, which, is obvious because the Switch 2 has received a spec boost, okay? This thing is an absolute juggernaut, and we will be touching on that shortly. But yeah, it looks like not only the game cartridges are getting a write speed boost, but also your old micro SD cards aren't going to work on the new Switch. You have to get one of the extreme cards. And that's for obvious reasons, because we're getting more graphically intensive games, and therefore we need something that can run things a little bit faster. It makes a lot of sense. It's kind of upsetting because I just bought a 1.5 terabyte micro SD for this thing, but it's no big deal. I'll find something else to use it on. Now, it looks like we are also getting a new Pro controller, and this one I don't know how I feel about. I'll decide when I actually buy it and I hold it in my hands and see how it feels, because the original Switch Pro controller is just perfect. I absolutely love that controller. The only thing it's missing is, analog triggers, but other than that, it's perfect. It is literally perfect. And so this one does look a little bit different, and obviously it adds the new C button, new chat button, and it even has, little bumpers in the back. So you get like those little extra buttons, 2 buttons in the back that I'm pretty sure are going to be programmable. So that is what we will have when it comes to that. Now, quite possibly the biggest shocker, and I had my fingers crossed, because the Nintendo Switch was fully announced in January, and then it was released in March of 2017. So I was hoping that we were going to get the same exact thing, and look at that. We literally got the same thing. Let's freaking go. It looks like the Switch 2 will be released worldwide in June 5th. June 5th is literally 2 months away. That's actually amazing. And that makes me feel less bad about not being able to do the hands-on thing, actually being able to see the Switch in person. I'm still going to try to do it, but it looks like, Nintendo of Japan decided to deny my requests for the tickets or whatever. Super lame, but whatever. What can we do? Now, this is one of the things that Nintendo kind of leaked. And it looks like there's going to be Switch 2 exclusive games, and then there's going to be Switch 2 edition games. And what I was hoping did not happen. I was hoping that we were going to be getting free upgrades for the Switch edition games. Now, they didn't mention pricing, but there will be prices for you to upgrade those things. So all of your favorite old games that you were playing on the Switch, the Zeldas, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, all of those games will be getting Switch 2 upgrades, but there's going to be a price. We don't know what it is, unfortunately. If I had to guess, well, I guess wishful thinking, I'm really hoping that it's going to be less than $10. If it's $5 or $10, I think I can deal with that, I think it'll be 100% worth it, especially with what they showed off when it comes to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Those games running 4K 60 with HDR. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but oh my gosh, guys. You had me at 4K 60. Yes, Nintendo, take my money. Now, one thing that kind of got me off guard is Metroid Prime was on the list of games that are going to be getting Switch 2 edition upgrades. And I'm really glad that they did that, because this game looks absolutely amazing. And, the Switch 2 is going to be pretty limited. It's going to be pretty hard to get, obviously. So it'll be nice for people that aren't able to get one, and frankly don't want to get one yet, that they'll be able to get the game and play it on the original Switch. But it looks like the Switch 2 is getting better visuals, better frame rates. I mean, they are talking 4K 60 docked, 1080p and 120 hertz undocked, 120 hertz. and the console does native HDR. I mean, and yes, they did say it's an LCD. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. The fact that it's doing HDR means that it's not just a regular LCD panel. I really think that this is like a mini LED or micro LED or some sort of thing like that, because only those type of LCD screens are able to put out HDR quality. So this is just super exciting. It's exactly what I was hoping for. It's exactly what I was asking for. And oh my goodness, this thing is a beast. I mean, the screen is like 7.9 inches. The Joy-Cons are bigger. Like, it's just, we are just eating. Then they decided to mention a ton of games that are going to be coming to the Switch 2. Now let's check those out. Quite possibly the craziest one, and I was not expecting this, was Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. I'm a little upset about this because it kind of feels like we're not getting the same game that, the PS5 and the Xbox has. It feels like we're getting the Nintendo version of it. The only difference is that it actually does look almost exactly like it looks like on PS5 or Xbox. So I mean, I didn't really notice a difference. So that's really exciting. I guess, I'll have to just buy it and see for myself, but we'll see. Then we got Hades 2, which is obviously an amazing game, and I mean it's Hades 2. What more needs to be said about that? Then they talked about Street Fighter 6, which is also coming, and that is actually insane to see a Street Fighter coming to the Nintendo Switch. And apparently it's coming with Amiibo cards too, so that's awesome. Now, I was a little confused on this one, but we're getting a Daemon X Machina game. Now, I don't know if that was the same game that came out a few years back on Switch, or if this is a brand new game, but Daemon X Machina. Next, we're getting Split Fiction, which there is a review incoming. I'm just waiting to basically beat the game, but me and my wife have been playing it, and we absolutely love this game. I mean, it's so freaking good. If you haven't played Split Fiction, you need to play it now. Not even joking. Then they mentioned Hogwarts Legacy, which that game was already on Switch, but it didn't look this good, I'll tell you that thing. Then they mentioned Tony Hawk, which I think is Tony Hawk 3 and 4. And it's a Tony Hawk game. I mean, it's skateboarding. What more needs to be said about it? It's Tony Hawk. And it looks like Hitman is coming. And I'm not really too into the Hitman games or anything like that. So this was kind of a dud for me, but I thought I'd mention it. And then they said Project 007. We are getting a new 007 game. Now, is this going to be a remake of GoldenEye? We don't know. Remember, they tried that on the Wii and it kind of sucked. So fingers crossed, hopefully this one's actually good. Then this one I did not expect to happen, but I'm so glad that it's happening because I never got a chance to beat this on the 3DS and I've always wanted to beat it. Bravely Default Flying Fairy Remastered. I don't really know why they called it Flying Fairy, but I mean, who cares? It's coming to Switch 2 and I can't wait. And it looks like a game. Yeah, it does look a little rough around edges. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It does look like a 3DS game, but I mean, it looks a little better. It looks better. We obviously play this game not just for its looks, but for its awesome gameplay mechanic that is slightly complicated, but kind of cool. Yeah, then it looks like Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is coming. And then out of nowhere, they just announced that we're getting a new Hyrule Warriors game. Now, I got a little nervous because I started seeing the murals from Tears of the Kingdom, and so I was thinking maybe this might be DLC. And honestly, I was kind of hoping it was going to be, but I haven't beat the game yet, so I don't know if there's even anything else to add to it. And now I'm not going to beat the game. I'm going to wait till the Switch 2 comes out so I can get that Switch 2 upgrade and play it at 60 frames. Sheesh. But yeah, new Hyrule Warriors game, and it's called Age of Imprisonment. So we're going back, like, was it 2,000 years or however long it is, to the Imprisonment War. Now this part right here is frankly the one thing I did not expect we were actually going to get, but we actually got. And I can't believe we got it. Switch Online GameCube. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this actually happened. This is actually insane. And to make matters worse, we got Wind Waker. No. We got the GameCube version of Wind Waker. Why would they do this to us? The betrayal is insane, okay? I couldn't believe this. I mean, I'm excited that we're getting it, but come on, man. We wanted the HD version of it. We wanted the Wii U version of it. That's what we want. So this was a slap in the face. This is the only thing I didn't like about the Direct, okay? That's it. Looks like it's going to be another slow drip, but they did show Pokemon Coliseum on there, so that's kind of exciting. And then I did think this was a little bit funny, but they're coming out with a GameCube controller, and it's just kind of ironic to see that. I mean, I'm glad they're doing it, but it just feels funny because they've already released the GameCube controller. I mean, the GameCube controller has been sold for every Nintendo console since the GameCube, I believe. The only one I'm iffy about is maybe the Wii, because I know the Wii U got one, and I definitely know the Switch got one, so it's just a little bit funny, but it's really cool to see them do that. I wonder how they'll compare to the Switch GameCube controllers. Might have to make a video about that. Then they announced Borderlands 4, which I don't really know too much about Borderlands, but the fact that we're getting a Borderlands game on a Switch, like launch day, is kind of crazy. Like I can't believe the day and age that we're living in, where Nintendo is back. Nintendo is back, and they're able to compete and get those big blockbuster titles that we haven't been able to get for a long time, since the GameCube era, honestly. Then this part, the stream kind of froze a little bit, so that kind of sucked. It kind of froze for like a couple minutes, and then like the audio was really off. It like kind of like rewinded, so like the stream went back a few clicks, and it was showing things that the audio wasn't synced up to, so it kind of got jacked up. But they did talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake that is coming to the Switch, and Final Fantasy VII remake on the Switch. That is insane. That is legitimately insane. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy it again. Okay. Then there was a sizzle reel that showed a bunch of games. I mean, there was so many games that they showed off. I mean, there was like Hollow Knight, other games that I can't remember at the moment, but most of these games look really good. And Hollow Knight, because yes. So it was really cool to see that they have a huge lineup of games coming out, not just launch, but throughout the rest of the year. I mean, this thing is stacked, and I kind of feel like there's still more to come. I mean, we're not even in the Summer Game Fest era yet. So Nintendo has yet another presentation they're going to do, and they're going to show more stuff off, and I mean, the games are going to be rolling in, and that's what Nintendo understands, and that's why they are the kings at what they do, because the games, they focus on the games. Now, I think this one gave one of my friends a heart attack, because From Software decided to drop this trailer that looked quite suspiciously a lot like Bloodborne. And I never played Bloodborne. I don't know too much about it, but as far as I'm concerned, literally everybody talks about it as like one of the best games ever made. That's all I know about it. People sing their praises, and so this game looked a lot like it. So I thought we were getting a remake or remaster, or maybe a part 2, and it looks like it ended up being a game called The Duskbloods. I mean, it looks so similar though that I'm almost wondering if maybe there's like some type of copyright issue that From Software has with PlayStation, and that's why they haven't released or remastered that game. And maybe this is their workaround. I don't know. You guys just have to tell me. Let me know in the comments. Then, this is yet another one that just absolutely caught me off guard. I legitimately could not believe what I was looking at, okay? We are getting a brand new Kirby Air Ride game. I mean, guys, this is legitimately insane. I cannot believe that we are getting a Kirby Air Ride game in 2025. Or actually, I don't know if it's coming out in 2025. I think it might be 2026. But nonetheless, we're getting a new Kirby Air Ride. We are reviving GameCube classics. I mean, I absolutely loved this game back then. I loved Kirby Air Ride. It was so much fun. And to add fuel to the fire, guess who's the director? Mr. Sakurai himself. Then they showed off the final game, which I was watching this trailer, as you guys are looking at right now, and I didn't know what I was watching. I did not know what I was watching, but wow. Wow is an understatement, okay? We are getting a new Donkey Kong game, and it's called Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game looks incredible, okay? It's basically Donkey Kong Odyssey, okay? Donkey Kong is finally stepping out of the 2D or 2.3D realm of things, and he is finally entering the 3D space after so long. I think the last 3D Donkey Kong game, now that I think about it, was the Nintendo 64 one. Holy crap, that's a long time ago. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. But this game looks crazy. We obviously have the new redesign when it comes to Donkey Kong, and looking at him in this game, I don't know how I feel about it. He looks weird. He looks wrong, but he looks right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It's crazy. But this game looks absolutely amazing. I mean, holy cow, this game looks insane. Donkey Kong is literally like smashing, like he's literally plowing through the game. Like he's plowing through the floor and like digging and like smashing rocks and like doing all sorts of craziness. And there's even some segments of the game that pay homage to that, Donkey Kong Country-esque, which is so cool. I'm glad they're doing that. Yeah, this game looks absolutely amazing, and it comes out like July, I think. It's literally a month after the Switch 2's release. Insane. This is truly insane. And the last thing that they showed off was obviously the Switch 2 box, which is a square box, which is really cool. And then it looks like there's going to be a Mario Kart World bundle. You'll be able to buy that. Now, they didn't release any prices, but people are basically assuming, based off of the Japanese website, and they converted the yen, it looks like the Switch 2 is potentially going to cost $450 and the Mario Kart bundle $500. And it's exactly what I was thinking. It's literally exactly what I was thinking, and I am okay with that. We are getting a Switch 2 that is larger. It has a bigger screen. It has better Joy-Cons. It has 4K 60 docked and 1080p 120 Hz undocked. Never in my dreams would I have imagined that essentially what I wanted to happen for us to actually be able to get it. This is absolutely unbelievable. And Nintendo, you won. You went after your enemies mercilessly, and you absolutely slaughtered them. This direct was a mic drop. It's a 10 out of 10. There's no way that anyone can disagree with that. I refuse to believe it. Alright, looks like I've been recording for 30 minutes, so I think it is time to end the video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always guys, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace. I'm so tired right now, but I had to put this video out. So as soon as you see this video go up, basically means I'm sleeping. So yeah, enjoy. All right, bye.